At harvest time, grain arriving at an elevator must be properly evaluated before it can be sold. Here once again is SunUp's Dave Deacon to look at how elevator personnel learn how to properly grade wheat.
Getting my certification for the state so I can grade wheat. It's a very thorough class. I liked it. Very informative. You know, taught a few things that obviously some of my coworkers never really mentioned or never came up in the process of my time being there.
We're conducting grain grading schools, which is where we teach elevator personnel how to grade grain. The only fair way to buy grain is to grade it accurately. You take a 60,000 pound load of wheat and you're using this much, less than a pound of wheat, around 800 grams, to determine the value of that load. So we're talking about how do you pull a representative sample out of that load of wheat? How do you break it down into a pound and a half unit to determine the value of that? What do you look for? Test weight, what do you look for in damage, where you've struck and broken, all the grade factors and how they affect the value of the price of wheat.
Back in the mid-90s, Oklahoma State University Ag Econ researchers found that Oklahoma elevators were letting more than $4 million worth of grain slip through the cracks every year.
Everybody wants a fair price for their wheat. A producer wants a fair price for the wheat they deliver to the elevator. The elevator wants to pay a fair price to that producer, and they also want to buy a product that they can sell to the miller or to the exporter.
State licensed grain handlers are required to take one of these classes at least every 5 years, because when it comes down to it, it's all about the quality.
To maintain that quality, you've got to know what you've got in the bin. And the only way you know what you've got in the bin is to grade it accurately when it's received off the truck. Also, they'll take what's from this grade based on dockage or based on moisture, on other characteristics, and they'll segregate it into like units. In other words, put it in bin A or bin B or bin C so that they've got the same quality, same characteristics in the bin.
If we get a 62 pound wheat, you know, and we have one that comes in, it's like 58, we'll blend it together to bring up that value of that wheat to a different, you know, hopefully get up to a grade 1. And so this way when we ship it back out, we can make sure it's a grade 1 and we get the correct grading on it, because that's where we make our money, is our grading.